Greetings, lovely Leo. Here's your reading for this new moon in Cancer time. And we've just laid out a shortened Celtic cross. And thanks for joining me. And thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, lovely Leo. So let's get into it. I do feel we've laid out these cards. We'll go through and clarify as we do. I do feel that there's been some groundwork done here in order to ascertain clarify a few things, ascertain a few things, understand a few things here about what trajectory, what direction you want to go on. We come out with the Chariot, this beautiful chariot, moving fast, works in progress. There has been some kind of rebalancing for you, Leo. I just get this across the board, actually. If it's not rebalancing, it's being aware of imbalances. But in this case, everything is kind of moving at this current time at quite a pace. It has required, crossed by the Queen, the beautiful Queen of Discs, it has required a review. And maybe this has lasted quite a long time. I say that because there's the time factor here has been quite important. The basis of this reading is the Seven of Cups, and the Thoth deck, it's called Debauch. Interesting, when we see these Seven Cups, it's sort of stagnated, which relates well to other decks where you have the series of Seven Cups with many and varied things in them, whether they be fantasy, desire, options, opportunities. We can't quite see what is sort of real. There's an illusionary aspect to that. So I think it's taken a while for you to figure out what, how, where, direction-wise, that you're going. But you are moving in that right now as we speak. Things actually towards the end of this month, some things will become a little bit clearer to you. What's behind you here is Temperance, and the Thoth deck, it's called Art. So there is there has been a level of just cosmic timing. Like, when will the time be right? How long can I sit in a position where I'm just assessing everything and I'm really not quite sure which way to go with it? And currently we have the beautiful Six, a card of wonderful balance, beauty. It's a very generous card. You're shining it out. You're shining it out. I do get a sense here of a Leo somewhere who's starting anew, whatever that may be. An attitude, work, relationship, starting again. It feels to me. This is a wonderful reciprocal card. Isn't it glorious? It's very much like the Ace of Discs. But it's a 6. So starting out again. Moving forward, Leo. We have the 8 of Wands. Love it. Speed. Things are just gradually building up now. I think you are in a momentum anyway. Maybe some of those opportunities, ideas, opportunities and ideas in the Seven of Cups. You know, you're still not totally clear on that, but that's okay. You don't have to be. But it's certainly not going to hold you in a holding pen because you're moving. Now, of course, the Eight of Wands is called swiftness in the Thoth deck. So it's like, messages coming in, that kind of thing. Speed of movement, communication, immediate communication. I think, and it's something about this moon cycle this month where it becomes quite clear to you what if it had been a consideration of what to put your energy into, and what to put, into this material world to get things moving, to get your world moving. I think you've started that anyway, but there's just some key information that I do feel will be revealed as the month moves through. Of course, there are other people involved here. I get that. There are other people involved in this. Often we sort of forget sometimes that, sometimes we might be the center of our own universe. I think sometimes we forget, that our acquaintances, allies, the people around us in our world experience the same things that we do too. It's not just us. Okay, Leo, so let's have a look. What is this Chariot for beautiful Leos? We're moving, we're harnessed, balanced. But there's a lot of balance in this. There's a lot of balance in it. Just one card to clarify for Leo, please. The Chariot at the central point. Yeah, this is a new beginning. We get the Wheel of Fortune. So this is a whole new cycle. No wonder you're sort of slightly bamboozled by so many options here, or what have been, and that thing of not being sure what's viable for you, what's healthy for you to go with. This is a whole new thing. At least the wheels are in motion, and you are yourself in motion, because this is a whole new cycle of life. As I said earlier, it could be work, it could be relationship, and quite probably your perspective on everything. Let's have a wee look as has shifted. Let's have a look. So the Queen of Discs, where we see this beautiful Queen looking back. She's reviewing. It is a card of review in the Thoth deck. She's made it to her throne, but she's reviewing, looking back. Do we want to be reminded of trial, tribulation, pitfalls? Well, yes, sometimes we do, because we don't want to repeat it again. We want to learn whatever lesson we can learn. We get the Four of Swords to sort of clarify that Queen. And the act of review from a distance, because she's way up high here on her throne. There's a level of objectivity in that review, So it's actually quite healthy. The Four of Swords, of course, a card of respite. A card of, now I can have a wee rest. I can just lie back. I can just sit with my thoughts. Leo. So we look at, let's have a look, the Seven of Cups, which is the basis of this whole thing for you. Woo! Leo, we get a bit of a cluster here. It's the basis of this reading. Look, I don't think there's much mucking around here. We get 3 cards, and I'll talk about them the way that they came out in relation to the Seven of Cups, which, remember, is a card of assessment. Yet we can't really see that clearly in the 7. But we will once we get up to the 8. You know what I mean? It's there for a purpose. We stand in this sort of, in the strange, in the Thoth deck, this, strange stagnating fountain, yet the water's still moving. But we can't kind of see what to go with. So we'll read it as it comes. To clarify the 7, the basis of this entire circular reading, we have judgment. So we've kind of looked where we want to go. We've reviewed where we've been. We see where we're sitting at this point in time, and we make a decision based on that. Even where we are at this time, if there's a sort of slightly opaque film and we feel maybe we're not seeing things as clearly as we could, it's only a matter of time before we do. Judgment it's a wonderful card because it's a sort of sudden moment, not in a literal sense, but if you understand, it's a sudden moment where like you're the center of this wheel, right? You're the center of that wheel. And it's as if everything suddenly, boom, you're the axis. Suddenly you can see everything all at once. And this is going to propel you forward. And indeed it has, because you see the 3 of Wands. We're activating our will, our ability to get things moving, to get things working, whatever this is. To actually get our heart and mind working in unison again. I think after a period of time where possibly it wasn't. And so we come back to this card of great independence, the 9 of Discs. It is a new beginning. I would suggest possibly for some people it is about being single again. I think I just get that feeling. Could be anything for anyone out there that's tuning in. These are really general readings. What was the purpose here of art, of the beautiful Temperance card for Leo? What was the purpose here? And we'll just keep moving because the purpose here was a lesson. So look, this has been coming up a lot in these readings. We get the 10 of Swords. Now, the 10 of Swords, people look at it and go, there's like, what? This looks hideous. Yeah, but it's a lesson. So in the 10 of Swords, it's a wonderful card because we see we're at the end. We've actually, the penny drops. We go, now I see. And so this period of divine timing was for that purpose. And it's the end of it. Because you've learnt it, beautiful Leo. Whatever that has been for you, you've understood it. And now you can just release yourself as you are and head into a whole new sort of period. So let's just look at this. Let's just look at the 6 of Discs, please. The Six of Discs for Leo, this beautiful card of mutual giving and receiving. It's a far better, different way. Look, this has flipped in half. We get Temperance again on one side. We get the Lovers on the other. A mutuality, it could be about a new relationship. In the process of, in the process of being single again and finding yourself in this new relationship, I look at the Lovers as a card of choice primarily, as a card of synthesizing the dualities within yourself. I do believe that this has been, this has been that kind of lesson. For some of you, it possibly is a new lover. Or this is what will herald a new lover entering your life after a period of time. Again, time is of the essence. So it's kind of interesting, lovely Leo. And speed. We see the Eight of Wands, messages coming through. What is this 8 speak of? This 8, it speaks of, So we make an intuitive decision. We're going by that route now for a while, Leo. Because like I say, you're not the only person in this, whatever that happens to be for someone out there. With swiftness, the Eight of Wands, it's a very mental card. All the eights are. And it's like, well, it's just really fast as well. We get the Two of Swords, a decision, as I said, based on, I think what it is actually is that the conclusions, the understanding that you come to at this time of the new moon is actually going to open something up later on. It's going to allow you to see something that possibly you didn't see before. And you may well have been looking straight at it. We get the Ten of Cups with that, Leo. So it's very interesting reading. There's always, you kind of always have to stick to one narrative, I guess. But to me, this, this just speaks of, a period of time, quite a challenging period of time that lasted a while. But you've really lifted yourself out of an old scenario and into the new. Along the way, you've learnt an important lesson. Now, only you know what that is. Maybe looking at the dual aspects of your own nature. And that you're not the own, I don't know why I get that. It's not, I don't mean to sound harsh, but I just get that thing. You're not the only person involved here. Maybe this lesson is that you see or that you saw how your behaviour impacted another at some point. Okay, with the journey map, we get this beautiful card of adaptation, which is about not being afraid, lovely Leo, of being able to be open to new information, to be able to appreciate and elevate yourself beyond your ego. I mean, this is one of the biggest, this is an ongoing effort. And, it's such a pitfall, isn't it? as I say, we need, obviously everyone knows that, we need ego in order to sort of drive us through this world, you know, drive as in the chariot. But even he or she has harnessed, has balanced all of that, knows the difference between psyche, soul, ego, whatever, however you want to look at it. So this is a wonderful card for opening yourself up, for bringing a new experience. Anyway, we'll just get a pixie and fairy and then a little harlequin card. Star card for Leo. Just look, this is a delineation. Lady of the Harvest, this gorgeous sort of earth goddess, really, knows when the time's right. Knows when the time is right to do a bit of pruning here, a bit of pruning there. Knows when the time is right to just cultivate that little plant or patch over here. You know, that it's all about this balance at the moment. And there's something in terms of it's just gone now. It's the astrological nature of the current times. Yeah, well, look, you're onto it. Enjoy. Simple. You've worked. If you look back to maybe a year ago, if you look back and over this last 12 months, what are the things that have been going on for you? What have you learnt from? Because I think you'll see that a lot of this is the fruition of that period of time. Lovely Leo, thank you for joining me. Thanks for all your likes, shares and subscribes, because it helps me to keep this going. So thank you very, very much. And have a wonderful week. We're coming in with a series of other readings this week as well for all signs. Do check out your ascendant moon, Venus and Jupiter. Kind of like an internal treasure, heart sort of centered readings. So that'll be coming out a bit later in the week, by Friday. So enjoy, Leo, enjoy. Take care, take good care. Cheery, bye.